We have gathered here today for the presidential election of Miss Estella and Herbert Pocket for the 2011 London presidential election. We have our vice president nominees. Giving this first speech on why they should be the president, we have Estella.
Hello. First of all, I would like to point out that I come from a lot more money than Mr. Herbert over here. And why make me president? You mean, why not make me president? I'm rich by adoption. I'm married rich. And maybe I have a few incentives for you if you choose me for president out of my personal pocket. I'm far more educated than Mr. Pocket. I've studied abroad. Clearly, I know way more than he does. I also will not bring us into debt, like Mr. Pocket, since Pip brought him into debt and he didn't even know it until it was just too late. So that will not happen as long as I am your president. And I don't think we want a man who will bring us into society, or bring our society into debt. Mr. Pocket, your turn.
Thank you, Estella, for those kind words. As you can see, I'm a gentleman. And unlike somebody, Estella, I have manners, and I'm willing to treat everybody with respect no matter what past they come from. Yes, you may be rich, but I work for my money, and I'm willing to work to make the country as best as I can. Pip already knows how good of a friend that I am, unlike somebody who broke his heart. She breaks his, she'll break your guys' just as easily. I believe I'm a family man, and I believe that I want the best for the country and only the best for the country. I think that people's past issues and mistakes that they made should not be held. They should not be held against them. And I have learned from the mistakes that I made when going into debt with Pip, and I'm not going to do it again. Thank you.
After those wonderful speeches by both candidates, we are now going to have questioners. So questioners, please rise for question number 1.
My name is Biddy, and my question is for Estella. How do you plan to improve education once you become president?
Why do I want to improve education when I'm already perfectly educated myself? I'm not going to improve education. I think it's already perfect as it is.
Next question.
I'm the Avenger, and my question is for Estella. How will you improve a servant's working condition?
You can come work for me. I'm sure that's perfect for you.
For the next question.
I'm Mr. Joe, and this is for Estella. You don't have any plans to place a tax on pipe, tobacco, or anything, would you?
No, it's disgusting.
The next question for Molly.
My name is Molly, and I would like to ask Estella how her childhood was.
It was horrible. I was raised by a woman who didn't know how to love.
I would like to tell you that I'm your mother.
Next question.
Hello, I'm Magwitz, sister Estella. Do you know who your real father is?
No.
Well, I'd like to tell you that I am your father.
Oh my God.
Estella said that she won't be taking any questions right now.
Because she found out her parents are crazy.
For the rest, the questioning will resume for only Herbert for the time being. The next question.
I am Travis Boy, and I would just like to wonder, Herbert, why you and Pip ignored Kent once you got all your money.
We didn't ignore Kent. We felt that we needed to move on, and Kent was something that needed to be put behind us. It wasn't just because of the money. We felt that we just needed to make a better future for us.
Next question.
I'm Star Top, and I just want to point out that Herbert helped me and Pip try to bring Magwitch to safety.
For the next question, question number 8.
This is for Herbert from Matthew Pocket. Why do you call Pip Handle?
Because it's his Christian name.
Estella is now able to take more questions, so for question number 9.
My question is for Estella. I am Sasha. Do you remember my teachings?
Yes, I do.
Next. Question.
I'm Camilla, and my question for Estella. Will there be any benefits for me if I'm a real?
No, there will not.
Ms. Skippin?
Hi, I'm Ms. Skippins, and this is a question for both of you. I was wondering if there's going to be a tax on tea or any other foods.
Well, of course there will be. How else are we going to make our money?
There will be taxes on everything, but we're going to try and keep it as low as possible.
No, we're not. We're going to bring them up higher so we can make more money. We're ahead of every other country.
We're going to try and keep the taxes as low as possible so it's best for the country, because the lower the taxes are, the more they'll buy.
Next question.
This is Herbert, and I have a question for Estella. What will you do about the unemployment rates?
It's not my fault no one has a job. So I suppose I'm just going to say exactly how it is.
Estella shouldn't be president because her mama is a lunatic and didn't even raise her back hand like I did Pip.
You were such a freak. You're a terrible person.
The next question, we will continue questioning period. For the next question, number 14.
I'm John Rennick, and I have a question for Herbert. Why did you let him sell all of his property?
I couldn't control what he did. He had been babied his whole life, and when he was given the money from convict number 1, which he didn't find out until later, but he's been babied his whole life, and it wasn't my decision. He had to learn from his own mistakes.
Question number 15.
Joke, and I was wondering if I could have a portion of your income if you win the election.
Well, of course you cannot. It's my own personal money.
We're going to move on to the next question.
This is for Estella. Why can't you love Pip?
Because I was raised to not love anyone. I don't know how to love.
She doesn't love her country either.
I can love my country.
If you were taught not to love, and
if
you don't know how to love, you couldn't even love somebody as amazing as my best friend, then how do you expect to love every single person in this country?
You don't need love, you need respect.
You need both.
I'm Belinda Pocket, and my question is for Herbert. Will you babysit on Tuesday?
Of course I will, because I'm a family man, and I believe that I think that everybody should have a little time to themselves. So I'll gladly babysit. And I love them all.
Jane Pocket.
I'm James Pocket. I have a question for Estella. What would you do about bad parenting?
Well, considering I grew up from bad parenting, I say kids don't need parents anymore. I think they should just rule themselves. I would have been
That's
better
just
off.
like really, really stupid, right?
I would have been better off that way.
No.
So you don't turn out like me, even though I'm still a wonderful
Well, yeah,
person.
because we know we don't want to turn out like her,
I'm still
but
a
that
wonderful
just
person.
means we have to have better parents. Meaning we have to raise children better to how they're going to become. We raise crazy people like her, then that's how our whole country's going to end up. And if kids govern themselves, then it's just going to turn out bad. Nobody's going to have any idea what they're doing.
Okay, Herbert, whatever you say.
Next question.
I'm the HP, and I was wondering if we'll have like tea and toast.
Yes, we will.
Keep it all to ourselves.
No.
All right. Question number 20. Mr. Jaggers, you have a question?
Yes. My question is for Stella and Jaggers. Can you describe how your guardian raised you when you were a child?
Terribly. She taught me that everyone around me was wrong, and that I wasn't supposed to care about anybody else but myself. Yeah, that's right.
Next question. Next question is for Drummel.
Do you still have feelings for Pip?
Considering that I don't know how to exactly have feelings, no, but I still very care about him. I care about him very much.
Oh my God.
As you can see, I care about people that still may not be the best people in the world. Everyone deserves a chance.
I'm gonna ask people to please remain calm, and we're gonna go back to questions. Just keep everything nice and in order. The next question is number 22.
Hello, I'm the stranger with the file.
Hi.
How will you handle your nation's secret affairs?
I think that some things should be kept private within the government, but I believe that we're going to keep everybody's best interest in mind, what we think our country would like best.
Next question for Arthur Herbert.
Yep, Arthur. Hi.
Herbert, do you see him?
She's right behind you!
Well, actually, we do care about Bill Barley, and we are worried about him, but we think it might be his time soon.
Next question, Mr. Bill Barley.
I'm Bill Bartley, and I cannot stand with my gout. Herbert, what will you do about sailors' wages?
We're going to try and just make sure that everybody's job gets the amount of money that it deserves per work that's required.
Bring the wages
And
down.
skill level.
They're already overpaid. Bring the wages down.
And we think that we should give everybody enough money to be able to at least support themselves and their family.
Next question.
I'm Claire, and my question's towards Estella. What would you do about providing medicine for the sick, like my father, Mr. Bill Barley?
Don't you want him to die?
No.
Yes, you do. You want him to die so that you guys can get married.
She would never want her father to die. I have something to say. I'm in love with Clara. And I love her so much. And we don't wish death upon anybody, but we want to be together.
Liar!
I love you so much. You are gorgeous.
Uh-oh. It's gonna blow.
So I die and you live happily ever after like a fairy tale, huh?
No, it's just like how it's meant to be.
Well, I see.
As you can see, no medicine needed.
Could at least try. You know how many people have said that they're going to die from things like cancer that were cured? There's always hope. There's always worth a shot.
Exactly.
We're going to go ahead and go to the next question. Question number 26.
I'm Olympic, and this is for Estella. How will you handle the nation's money?
All for myself. Well, I don't see why anybody else needs money. You all are obviously still living today, which means you must have made it. So I can use the money for myself, for my own personal things that I need.
I'd say she spent it all on her clothes, but it looks like Miss Havisham's curtains threw up on her, so not so sure about that.
At least I have clothes.
I think I look pretty dang spiffy, if you ask me myself.
Well, nobody asked you.
Okay, well that's fine. Who's the one getting married? To somebody who's not soulless.
I'm already married. I have
To somebody
money.
who's not soulless. She married him for money. It's called love. Learn it.
Next question. Sarah Pocket.
I'm Sarah, and this is for Herbert. I'm wondering if you will provide walnuts for our family.
Of course.